After we get out of the prison, the island is hell from a virus leak. Seriously, why does a leak happen wherever our heroes go? Once outside, you can see a huge graveyard. Later dialogue implies the guy who freed us lived on this island. His wife and child died when Umbrella took over the island. Their bodies were buried right here. When the virus leaked, the big guy felt there was no escape. So he came to his family's graves to pray one last time. But a zombie underground scratched him, got infected. Look closer, this place is already zombie heaven. So he went back to the prison, saw someone still locked up, and casually let Claire out. So hey, raise the question, why did the virus leak? We leave the graveyard and a watchtower suddenly rakes us with gunfire. When he comes down, it's a ridiculously handsome red-haired kid. His name is Steve Burnside, another prisoner here. He doesn't even know what he was jailed for. And he screams edgy rookie, pure cringe, full of himself. He blurts, "Girls are useless. Team up with you." No way. After dropping that line, he vanishes. Claire's baffled, so she just fights through in silence. While searching for an escape route, she meets Steve again in the control room. He's browsing Umbrella's internal network. Claire steps in and sees Chris' personal file on screen. Umbrella has tracked this STRS member ever since the mansion incident. But she still doesn't know where Chris is, so she emails Leon to pass her location and the surveillance to Chris. Steve hears it's her brother and snorts. No one, even family, comes to this hellhole to save you. Trust others too much, and you're the one who pays. After venting, he storms off, leaving Claire even more confused. Why does Steve sound so bitter? Is it tied to why he's in prison? We move on, questions in hand. We find how to open the prison gate, cross a bridge, and climb stairs. And we reach a lavishly decorated mansion. After exploring, we find a storeroom and watch this tape. If it's your first time and you missed my last episode, your mood is 2 words. What is this? A man and a woman dissect a dragonfly and feed ants. After the tape, a door opens in the corner. Inside are 2 gold Lugers. If you take them, the door shuts and the room instantly heats up. Wait too long and you suffocate. Put them back to escape. We just got out and suddenly alarms blare everywhere. We checked the monitor. Steve went in too. But he panicked and forgot to put the pistols back. So we mash the outside panel and free him. He comes out, shows off with the guns, and runs off to fight zombies. We can't stop him, can't call him back, so we let him go. Thinking how to escape, we head into the main hall.
Interfere with my operation.
What are you talking about?
You let yourself be captured so you could lead your people to this base.
I have no idea what you're babbling about.
You don't fool me. I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
How dare you! The Ashford family is among the world's first and finest. My grandfather is one of the original founders of Umbrella, Inc. Now tell me, why have you attacked this installation?
Attacked?
Shortly after you arrived, my base was attacked. You must have informed your people of its location.
I still don't follow you. I really don't know anything about that.
Unacceptable! How can you deny it? My base has been destroyed. And thanks to you, the experimental T-virus was released, creating countless zombies and monsters. Tell me, who do you work for? Who sent you? Have it your way, then. You're just a rat in a cage anyway. I'll be sure to keep you entertained before I dispose of you.
Next we run laps in the mansion for keycards and such. We meet a nasty long-armed monster we can't kill. At the worst moment, Steve bursts in through the window with the gold Lugers. He unloads point-blank and the two agree to move together. But on the way, the passage suddenly collapses. Claire is pinned under rocks and can't move.
Claire, are you okay?
Steve, behind you!
No.
What's wrong, Steve? Shoot him!
Wait! I can't! No!
Steve! No! Ah!
Father!
Steve's father worked for Umbrella. To get rich, he stole secret intel. And planned to sell it to outsiders. But Umbrella caught him and the whole family got dragged in. The game never says what happened to Steve's mother. But looks like she was killed too. That's why Steve said earlier. Even family can't be trusted. Given his state, we leave Steve here to calm down. With the Lugers we swapped earlier, we can enter Alfred's office. Solve a puzzle here, and a hidden door opens. Through it, we reach the tower behind the mansion. There we see Alfred pretending to be his sister, talking to himself. Note, Claire doesn't know Alexia is frozen. The camera is sneaky, only shows Alexia, never her full truth. So Claire thinks she's up against two big bosses. While we hunt keycards, a familiar face appears. You must be the lovely Claire Redfield. Who are you? A ghost from hell here to take your brother's life. Yep, this is Wesker, enhanced by the virus, who escaped the mansion in Rion. And now viewers will ask, what was Wesker doing all this time? If you watch my earlier videos, you know. Right, those of you who followed the series know. In Umbrella Chronicles, before fleeing the mansion, Wesker tried to copy combat data. But found it auto-uploaded to a server called UMF13. In Umbrella Chronicles Ada Wong chapter, Ada survives her fall at the end of Redwall. Before the nuke hits, she boards Umbrella's evac helicopter. From the passenger's top, the metal box under her feet is the UMF-13 server itself. By then, Ada and Wesker already worked for the same organization. Wesker wanted Umbrella's data, but teaming with Ada was mainly for the G-virus. Ada had no idea she was standing on the server Wesker dreamed of. So when it got flown away, Wesker lost all leads on UMF-13. With no choice, to please his new bosses, he got the G-Virus and switched to hunting the genius twins, the mysterious Rockfort Island and the powerful T-Veronica virus. When Claire was caught in Umbrella's Paris lab, Wesker seized the chance. He tailed us to Rockfort and bombed the island. That's what triggered the leak and the chain of disasters. Note, this is Claire's first time meeting Wesker. She has no clue who he is, but for Wesker, she's perfect bait to lure Chris here. So he leaps away and disappears. We don't have superpowers, so we keep walking for a way out. But while searching the tower for keycards, Alexia steps out, holding a rifle.
We meet each other at last. A pity I must say goodbye so soon.
I am Alexia Ashford. For the pride of the Ashford family, I will kill you.
Wait! What's going on?
Steve! A secret door!
After her!
Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just a scratch.
This must be...
What? No!
Wait a second. What just happened?
So there never was an Alexia after all.
You mean, he thinks he's two people? Okay, that's it. Let's get out of here.
The self-destruct system has been
That freak! He's trying to blow us up along with
All
the entire
personnel
facility.
evacuate
Come on,
immediately.
we gotta get to that airport.
Right.
On Rockfort, most of our back and forth is collecting 3 emblems. A plane emblem, a tank emblem, and a ship emblem. Why these 3? Why not something normal? Because we'll run into all 3 later in the game. After leaving the Twins Tower, at the mansion entrance we see many people already evacuated by plane. To escape, we must take a sub to the huge underground warehouse. Then steal a plane from inside. Stand on it and it lifts you right to the plane hatch. But Alfred won't let them escape that easily.
This game is not over yet. Now you will see what real terror is all about.
On the plane, we shove a stowed-away tyrant crate out. Meanwhile, the escape plane has remote control. Alfred activates autopilot and locks the controls, so they can only ride it toward an unknown destination. After all that, the vibe between them gets complicated. During the long flight, Steve tries to kiss sleeping Claire but fails.
Those are the seaplanes that left the island right before us.
Then that must mean this place belongs to Umbrella.
Their location is what I mentioned last episode. The massive Antarctic lab Alexander built. After the crash, they're freaking out. The first task is finding an escape. Along the way, Claire sees a prisoner sealed in a basement cell, and rooms storing bioweapons, and more. Realizing how serious it is, she speeds up her search. Meanwhile, Steve finds a tunnel boring machine. We can use it to punch a hole and escape the facility. There's also an airstrip nearby, maybe a usable plane. When we start the machine, Alfred shows up again to cause trouble. Clutch moment, Steve slides in and tackles him. Then a brutal groin hit sends Alfred tumbling off the platform into the ice. Hearing his son scream, Alexander wakes up, breaks free, and gives chase. He follows the machine to the airstrip for a showdown. Alexander is infected with T-Veronica, but not perfectly fused, so he's weaker than you'd expect. And that exposed heart on his chest is his fatal weak point. Off topic, why is his heart dead center, anyway?
Look, there's a snowmobile over there.
Perfect! We'll be able to ride right over to the Australian base with this.
Yeah, let's go!
Meanwhile, Alfred falls by his sister's cryopod. And conveniently, it's exactly been 15 years. So the sister can wake up and cause chaos. Alexia awakens and sees her brother dying at her feet. No word, she grows a massive tentacle toward the snowmobile outside.
What is that?
Okay, cut to the other side. Remember Claire emailing Leon at the start to contact her brother Chris? Right, once Chris hears she's been captured, he rushes from his Europe hideout. No hesitation, straight to Rockfort Island. But by then, Claire has already flown to Antarctica. Also remember the Re3 ending bonus card I mentioned last time. Jill goes to Europe, can't find Chris. Yep, that's why he bolted and even left his beloved knife behind. He heard his sister was captured. Didn't expect the threads to connect here, right? One more note, that big guy who jailed Claire then freed her. has one more interaction in Claire's route. In the opening, we learn he's out of painkillers. Mid-game, when we find new painkillers, we can bring them to him. He then gives Claire a lockpick set. Later, you can open simple locks with it. To thank him, Claire gives him a lighter for lighting. And that lighter was a gift from Chris to Claire. In Disc Tookris route. Right after landing on Rockfort, we see the big guy getting swallowed. After a fight, we rescue him from the mutant's belly. With his last breath, he returns the lighter to Chris. And hints that Claire has already left the island. Because when Claire left, the facility's self-destruct had already started. So scattered emblems and keycards become Chris' main targets. Now do you remember how Alfred escaped? Let me replay it.
This game is not over yet. Now you will see what real terror is all.
He used a small golden axe to open the fighter hangar door. That golden axe was embedded in a blue emblem. In Claire's route, we used that blue emblem in a mechanism to get the high-level keycard. But when Chris arrives, due to the earlier explosion, the blue emblem washes deeper into the island. So we chase it downward fighting all the way. Along the way, Chris runs into Wesker again. The two old friends immediately throw hands. The wild part, they fight and trade intel at the same time. So everyone learns about the Antarctic facility. After they split, we don't know how Wesker gets there, but Chris, after 2 hours, finally gets the blue emblem. He takes the golden axe, opens the hangar, and flies a fighter jet to Antarctica. And now you'll ask, why can everyone fly a fighter jet? There's actually an explanation. Last episode, lots of comments complain. If Alexander's Veronica project births geniuses, and the sister graduates at 10, why does the brother only graduate at 22? Let me clarify for confused viewers. You saw graduated at 22, but missed my next line. He also served as director of the Antarctic facility. Think about it, Wesker and William were absurdly capable. Yet it still took both to run Arkley as directors. So the brother isn't dumb. He's just less dazzling than his sister. So him flying a jet isn't so crazy, right? And about Chris flying a jet. Capcom's official profile says, before joining STRS, Chris was an Air Force pilot. He had excellent flight skills, but he clashed with superiors and eventually got kicked out. Later, invited by his friend Barry, he joined STRS. Hate hats the story. Back to it, Chris reaches Antarctica. Parks the jet, finds keycards, does some wrench work, and finds Claire tied in the hull. Quick tip, if you played this game, you'll notice this place resembles the Rion mansion a lot. From in-game documents we learn, Alexander built this based on the Rion mansion blueprints. Call it nostalgia or call it the devs being lazy. We rescue Claire and then Alexia's tentacle creeps up behind us. After some chaos, Chris gets pinned by a collapsed staircase. Luckily he's okay. Claire goes to find the long-missing Steve. Fighting non-stop, we follow clues to the room where Steve is held. Before we can talk, something strange happens.
Claire! Can't breathe! Claire! Help me! Claire!
Turns out Alexia already injected Steve with T-Veronica. But it's early, his mind hasn't fully vanished yet. Just before the axe hits Claire, he snaps awake and collapses. So
Steve, you've got to hang in there, okay? My brother's come to save us. We're getting out of here.
Your brother kept his promise. I'm sorry, I cannot.
What? What are you saying?
I'm glad that I met you. I love you, Claire.
Steve? Steve? Steve?
meanwhile, Chris crawls out of rubble and sees Wesker confronting Alexia.
At last, I found you, Alexia. Come with me. You're responsible for the creation of the T-Veronica virus. And now the only existing sample is in your body. I want it. Now!
You want it? You are not worthy of its power!
You're coming with me. Chris! Wesker. Chris, since you're one of my best men, I'll let you handle this.
Alexia here is only Form 1, mostly human shape. She attacks by igniting blood on contact with air. Not hard, just dodge the period flames with good movement. Then spray her with the rifle for a few rounds, easy win. When Form 1 falls, a jewel drops from her neck. It's for a hidden door, 3 jewels total. The second is on Alexander's earlobe, a green gem. The third is on Alfred's finger, a blue gem. Set all 3 into the family portrait in the hall to open the secret door behind it. Here Chris finds more clues I mentioned last episode. And also 2 parts that combine into a dragonfly-shaped item. With it, we can open the safe and grab all weapons and ammo. Time for the final boss showdown. Chris heads out, calling Claire's name. Then behind a locked electronic door, he hears Claire crying. Through the door, he learns Steve is dead. To open this locked door quickly, there's only one way: trigger the facility's self-destruct. That forces all security doors to stay open. Then they can escape before the countdown hits 0. And here, the dragonfly item finally matters, because it's the key to the self-destruct system door. After we step out, Alexia's second form blocks our path. And beside us is a charging rig for an electromagnetic cannon. Together we insert the power batteries to start charging. For now she only spits fluids and larvae to attack. It's basically zero difficulty stand and shoot. After taking enough damage, Alexia evolves into Form 3. She becomes a mature queen ant with wings for aerial attacks. But even if she's stronger now, the M cannon is fully charged. Fire it point blank and end the fight. But when we turn to find Claire, Wesker has already grabbed her. After a lot of persuasion, Wesker agrees to release Claire and says, "Fine, this is between us. One-on-one." Chris tells Claire to wait at the hangar. Then he turns and Wesker slams him around like a ragdoll.
I'll end this once and for all. Say hello to my comrades who you've killed.
I don't know where you get your confidence, Chris. Sure, I'm not human anymore. But just look at the power I've gained. Magnificent, don't you think? Nice try,
Wesker.
Today's your lucky day. Next time we meet, don't count on another.
Next time.
Until we meet again.
Chris, where are you?
Hey, you know that I always keep my promises.
Chris, promise me. Please promise that you won't leave me alone again.
I'm sorry, Claire, but it's not over yet. There's still something we've got to do.
You mean...
Yeah, it's payback time. We've got to destroy Umbrella. Now, let's finish this once and for all!
Okay, the main story officially ends here. Funny enough, in early character planning for Code Veronica, the male lead stayed Chris, but the female lead was Jill. But at the end of Retwo, director Hideki Kamiya added one line on his own. "I'm going to make Umbrella pay." And that forced writer Noboru Sugimura to switch the heroine to Claire and massively rewrite the plot. We won't debate how the original plot would have gone. Capcom Company, Limited 2011, all rights reserved. With Claire added, we get a neat parallel, both big brothers cross oceans to find their sisters. Also, Retwo's Leonida goodbye kiss is iconic. So Steve was clearly created here to add a romance angle. He's naive, reckless, and painfully edgy. But after surviving with Claire, feelings grow between them. Then his heartfelt confession right before death hit many players hard, leaving deep regret for a love that ended before it truly began. As usual, to help you follow the plot, I'll map out the protagonist's routes. Wesker came here to obtain the T-Veronica virus. From earlier cutscenes we know he wants it, but they refuse to give it. He can't win the fight, so he bails. Later, Steve is implanted with the virus and dies, and Claire leaves him behind, meaning the body stays where it fell. In the final cutscene, Wesker reveals he picked up the corpse because the virus inside is still useful. So Wesker's Antarctic trip ends, mission accomplished. Now about the tyrant in this game. I already mentioned this model in my Re3 commentary. Nemesis the Pursuer was modified from the T-103 base. One key point here. T-103 and the T-103 mass production type are two different concepts. The former is expensive and is basically an experimental product. The latter is built for war, cost-effective as a bioweapon. In Code Veronica, the mass-produced tyrant is T-78. It was shipped to Rockfort shortly before the story, escorted by Hunk. Its main purpose, recruit training. You can see it has no restraint gear like a trench coat, so it starts in a released state. But to reduce rookie casualties, its proud tyrant claws are replaced here by huge fists. Better a few broken ribs than being torn in half. Also, some early third-party game magazines classified another monster as a tyrant family member, the long-armed creature. Strictly speaking, it isn't a true tyrant. Its design and production line are based on the tyrant framework. It's basically a heavily nerfed tyrant, far cheaper and far less lethal. Its only real attack is that freakishly long right arm, stretching to strike at range. Its lower body is so degraded it can't move quickly. At best, it's just a new kind of BOW. Another highlight is the added first-person shooting mechanic. Both the mid-game sniper rifle and late-game M cannon use first-person aiming. It may feel awkward at first, and the camera sway is intense. Thread sickness players might instantly refund last night's snap. But for Resident Evil, this mechanic was a major breakthrough.